Hello Grumps, welcome to my new video. I hope you're enjoying my videos. I certainly am. I'm enjoying doing them. It's a real stress release for me getting this stuff off my chest, I have to say. If you are enjoying it, then please like and subscribe. I'd love to grow the channel. But today what I want to talk about is something that unites everybody in the UK and possibly in other countries as well. I'd love to know, so leave a comment and let me know if your country's affected by this. But that's the state of our roads and the roadworks and the potholes. It's madness. We all have to deal with it. Absolutely crazy. I think our road network is made up of loads of potholes that are just joined by little bits of tarmac, not the other way round. If a road is too flat, the highway agency suddenly send out a memo saying we've done something wrong. I'm sure they do. I read somewhere that there are over 1 million potholes in the UK. I mean, who's counting these? And if someone's counting them, why don't they fill them in whilst they're doing it at the same time? That'd be a good idea, wouldn't it? I guess it would take a long while. That's why I'm not sure that number's right. It's probably actually more. You know, I mean, it could be. I think they get to 1 million and just think it could be infinite, really, and then they just stop. They just say we lost track now, so we're going to stop. But you drive along our roads in this country and it's like driving on a Mario Kart track, really, except for banana skins. You're just avoiding all these craters everywhere. So somewhere rural in the countryside there's probably a massive pothole with a Ford Escort stuck down there since 2010. Yeah, the driver's probably still down there as well, living off rainwater and discarded McDonald's wrappers. But it's terrible, absolutely terrible. When you hit one of these, when you hit a pothole, you don't just hear a thud. The panic station sets in, doesn't it, really? So the suspension makes a noise like you've never heard before. Your coffee just goes flying all over the car and onto your lap. For a brief moment you just feel like you've been time travelled back to medieval Britain. Yeah, it's a horrendous feeling when you hit one, because you just see the pound signs going up. You know it's going to cost you a fortune. No one's going to pay it for you. You can try, but no one will. So the repair strategy, though, like I say, when they're counting them, they could fill them in, but the repair strategy itself is beautiful in its laziness. What they do is they fill the hole with loose gravel and then they just let the traffic push it in. That's it. Honestly, it's the only infrastructure in history that relies on the public to do the final bit. Absolutely ridiculous. But, if by some miracle the roads are drivable, then you get the dreaded roadworks. So you can't win, honestly. Roadworks in Britain are like wasps, really, that you didn't ask for them. They come in pairs. You don't know why they're there, really, do you? Because there's never anything going on. But one road's closed and you see a diversion sign, so you turn down that road to go down the diversion. You drive about a mile following all these signs, and then you see another sign saying diversion this way, so you go down that bit. Next thing you know, you're back to where you started. So you're on this massive loop. At that point, I don't think you're driving anymore. You're not just driving. You're in some kind of social government experiment, I think. I reckon in the council offices somewhere, they've got cameras everywhere, CCTV cameras hidden everywhere. And I think there's a bloke watching the CCTV going, that's his 4th time round that roundabout. Release the next diversion, guys. Honestly, I do. I think that's what's happened. It's probably the same bloke that put that Ford Escort driver down that pothole in 2010. Yeah, it's not good. When you do get to roadworks and they're not actually closed, what they tend to do is then just put up the temporary lights. So they're not saying you can't drive down this road. They're just saying you're going to have to wait to get your turn. The joy, the middle of nowhere, nothing around. You can see it's clear the other way. Honestly, there's 2 sets of lights guarding a manhole cover or something like that. No sign of work going on, none whatsoever. Absolutely crazy. The lights change every 5 or 6 minutes or something, like they're protecting the Holy Grail. We don't protest, do we? Because we're British. We don't, honestly. We just sit there. We just set our alarm as well, don't we? If it's our regular journey, set our alarm 20 minutes earlier, and we just put up with it for the next day. So I don't know. It's just typical of us British. It's just part of our culture, really. Weather, drinking tea, queuing. We're just all mugs, really, aren't we? So yeah. Have you noticed on these roads where, like I said earlier, on these roadworks, there's hardly never anybody there. It's like they've always got a day off, but they're always still holding us up. It's just miles and miles of cones. One small hole, maybe, just miles of cones after and before it. But maybe, just maybe, you might see one man leaning on a shovel like he's been paid to model high vis in a PPE catalogue. Yeah, that's about it, really. And if you do see more workers, they're just moving the cones about, aren't they? Just in different places at different times. I'm convinced the whole British road industry is just moving cones around, to be honest. Same road, different arrangement, just keep them busy until the next financial year. That's all they're really trying to do. So, and also, this is the thing as well. This is the thing. One month, you'll get gas dig it up. The next month, you might get water dig it up. The month after that, it might be broadband. And then after that, it'll be the local council just repairing all the repairs that the other guys didn't do properly. I don't think they can do it all in one go, because they'd get each other's way. So they just book it out for different times. So you just see the same road blocked and have roadworks and lights on it for months on end. It is absolutely crazy. And I've got another little theory as well. I think, right, that they've got a contract with Costa Coffee. So Costa Coffee pay them money every time, like an affiliation, really. So every time your coffee goes all over your lap when you've gone over a pothole, the council gets some money from Costa Coffee because you've had to go back and replenish it. It's just one big conspiracy theory, I think, isn't it? So yeah, but and when you try and report a pothole, have you ever tried to do that? The website is really interesting, because you should just be able to call someone and say, there's a pothole on this road. You know, it's dangerous. It's going to cause a fatality, potentially. But no, you have to go through this process of actually answering questions. It says, can you describe the pothole? Yes, it's a hole in the road. Can you describe its shape? Yes, it's pothole shaped. And what about the depth? Well, I don't know. Ask the driver in the Escort. He's been down there since 2010. It's absolutely crazy. They'll never fix them. They won't ever fix them. It's part of the process, I think. It's a perfect business model, isn't it? If you think about it, you know, create the problem, half fix it, then wait for it to come back, and then rinse and repeat. Perfect. And it's all our taxes going on it. You can't make it up, really. It'll never get better. They'll never ever get on top of this. If there are 1 million, and I guess there's more, how can you ever have enough people to get around that? Honestly, never going to happen. So yeah, that's my little rant for today. I hope you've enjoyed it. Like and subscribe. Yeah, leave your comments. As always, leave your comments. Build them up, and we'll talk about them. But other than that, yeah, I'll catch you on the next video, hopefully, and enjoy the rest of your day. See you later, Grumps.